Greetings to all melanated people all around the world. It's really a joy. It's a blessing. It's a pleasure being out here in nature and greeting you, knowing that I'm bringing a message of truth to you, knowing I'm bringing a message that we're going to bring abundance to you, knowing that I'm bringing a message that if you will only apply it in your life, you would live heaven on earth and you would discover your true self, and you will be able to help others also to find the path towards happiness, joy, and peace. Now, my brother and my sisters, with all of that being said, I want to speak to you concerning get the hell out of hell. Because, you know, as little children growing up, they've been teaching us about hell, and of us to believe that hell is someplace under the earth, when in truth and in fact, this is hell, right here, right now, and we must be tested in hell, and we must pass all the tests of hell to come into heaven, which is our higher self. And when we're born into this world of the physical, we're born into a world of hell, and we're born also into a new world order, because it's a new way of thinking. It's a new way to you, because you was in a different atmosphere, a different world when you was in your mother's womb. But when you've been expressed out of your mother's womb, you come into a new world, and this world is the world of hell. This is the world where you are actually a slave or a servant, because if you want to reach for something, you can't command it to come to you. You have to reach out your hand and grab it. Each and every one of us, when we want to get rid of waste, we have to walk and go to the toilet and bend over, or squat over and deliver. Okay, when we're thirsty, we have to reach out with our hands and get the water to drink it. When we're hungry, we have to reach out and get the food to eat it. Okay, because this body make us a servant. Okay, thus here is why the Bible tell you that when a man coming to know his Christ self, he will understand that even until he come to his identity, he would realize that he descended into generation and must ascend into regeneration, and that when he come to know that he will humble himself even to death on a cross, because this is the cross on which we all would die. And then you will understand that the journey of life is from humanity to divinity. But in order for you to get the hell out of hell, you have to change your thinking. That's why you've been admonished to let that same mind that was in Christ to be in you. Christ is speaking about the higher mind, and you have to let that higher mind be in you, and not the mind of the world. The world have a way, the world and the system of the world, I should say, have a way of thinking. And that way of thinking is where they lead you to go after the getting instead of the being. Because the way how they educate us in school and indoctrinate us in school, when we leave school, our next move is to get a job. Because we've been made to make our bellies our God and to follow after money, instead of seeking to find our true being, to know who exactly we are upon the face of this earth and why we are here. So even the Bible tells you that Christ went into hell and he took the keys of death and hell and he put the devil on his feet. My friend, that is speaking about all of your negative situations, all of your fallen thoughts, all of your judgmental and condemnatory thoughts, that especially when you're in Christianity, you breathe a lot of those thoughts. But when you come to true awareness or enlightenment, you realize you have to take all of those thoughts, or what you've been fed by your mother and your father and your school teacher and your Sunday school teacher and your pastor and so on, and even those who call themselves apostles and bishops, what you've been fed by them, you have to take it and put it under your feet. Then you start to understand that the devil is speaking about your fallen thoughts. The thoughts that are going to build you and lift you up to come to your higher self and to discover your higher self. Because when you discover your higher self, you will have conquered death, hell, and the grave. And you'll be able to say, oh death, where is thy sting? Oh grave, where is thy victory? Because when they use fear to make you a victim in Christianity, you've been conquered. Death has still have a sting on you. The grave still have a victory over you. Because you're afraid. You're fearful of death. Not knowing that you can't die unless you live. So you have to live to die. So death is an experience of life. So you can't expect to live and don't want to die. It's a metamorphosis from a caterpillar into a beautiful butterfly. And if you think, you will realize that when you fall asleep at night and you dream, most of the time you don't even realize or remember that you existed in this three-dimensional world that you are in here presently. It's as if you never know that you would have existed. That's the reason why you can't go to hell if you're already in hell. So don't let anyone bring any fear on you concerning hell. When you're already in hell, facing the bank every month with a mortgage, and your salary is less than your bills, is enough hell. And pushing your hand in your pocket every Saturday and Sunday, which basically every day is actually Sunday, but I'm just saying this for clarity so you can understand what I'm speaking about. And paying tithes and offering, so-called tithes and offering, out of ignorance. Because you're fearful and you do not understand the true storehouse of God and who God is, and you do not know God is your own human imagination. It's no different to the man who will pay the Catholic Church millions of dollars to pray to take them out of purgatory. And all of that comes because of fear. Because people do not understand what is hell. And because people have the wrong concept of hell. And people do not know that they're presently living right here, right now, in hell. When you make money your master, instead you be the master of money, you're living in hell. When you allow yourself to be controlled, when you go to church, when they tell you when to stand, when to sit, when to read, when to sing, when to sit down, when to stand up, when to come in, when to leave, that's hell. And when you go to school and you be controlled the same way, and when you leave school, all that you were taught in school, none of it apply to the everyday life and to survival. That is hell. And when you believe that your only way towards success in this life is through education, and you deny your own human imagination, which is God in you, which is the creator, the invisible man, you're living in hell. Because you do not know how to create your reality consciously. That's the reason why, my brother and my sister, I'm saying to you, get the hell out of hell by changing your mentality. Get the hell out of hell by learning to interpret the Bible psychologically. For the Bible addresses the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically. It is not literal. Neither is it secular history. So my brother, my sisters, in short, what I'm saying to you, those who wanted to keep us in a perpetual state of slavery, they miseducate us and interpret the Bible to us as if it is literal to give us our employee mentality and to keep us dwelling longer in hell and to recycle ignorance over and over while living in hell. So with that being said, my brother, my sister, I hope I got my message across to you. Now I want to give you the sign of the single eye, where by in Matthew 6:22 you've been admonished that if your eye be single, your whole body will be full of light. And my brother, my sisters, I'm saying to you, when you come to discover this truth, you will realize the whole mystery is the S-U-N arising in a S-O-N, and you come in to the dawning of a new day, and you will realize everything that the sun shines upon, it comes forth, it brings to life, it multiplies, it brings abundance. And whatever you can imagine, if you would believe that your imagination to be the creator, it will multiply and increase unto you. And without your own human imagination, there isn't anything made that was made. And without the sunlight, there is no life. So with that, I want to say peace, love you, I'm out.